Right. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, Instagram. I know it's been a while. I just thought I'd hop on here. Um, no cooking demonstration tonight. It's just me. Let me turn my phone. Hopefully, I put this on Do Not Disturb. All right, everybody. Well, I just wanted to hop on for a little bit. I know I said that I would be on with the kids, but they have decided to go to the pool. So if they come in, you will definitely know. But I'm not cooking tonight. I just wanted to check in with everybody. Hopefully, you've been seeing some updates and, excuse me, more to come. But I had, hey, Amethyst. Excuse me, I had something that I wanted to share. Hey, Mona, the moderator, thank you so much for being here. If you guys are watching and you want me to shout out your channel or your business, please put it in the chat. If you just want to sit back and relax, you're most welcome. I'll always start by introducing myself. Usually I'm in the kitchen, but today I'm not. But for anybody new here, hi, I'm Maggie, your substitute teacher. I am a boy mom times two. Whew. And I've been on a health and wellness journey. Before this vacation, I have been maintaining a 79-pound weight loss. I was 1 pound away from 80, and I celebrate every 5 pounds. But we are actually on vacation. Usually, what I do on my channel is cooking demonstrations and tutorials. I have been working with a metabolic specialist through food sensitivity testing, which was a cheek swab and some hair samples. So usually behind me, I have a list of foods that I can have and a list of foods that I have to avoid. But as you guys can see, I'm in a hotel. Hey, God's girl. Whoo, y'all. Everything is going well. So in case anybody didn't know, I actually brought the boys. We are in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. If you guys know, I'm in the Atlanta area. So this is about a 4-hour drive northwest into the Smoky Mountains, the Blue Ridge Mountains. And since the boys have been young, I'm amicably divorced from their father, but I try to take one trip a year with the kids and one trip a year by myself. And some of you already know Alex, my youngest, is going to be 13 next week. So they're almost 13 and almost 15. They both have summer birthdays. And, they're at that age where they're kind of like, Mom, do you have to stay? So they're growing up. So this may be, like I've been saying, our last little forced family vacation for a while. But I wanted to share something with you all. It's really something that I never told anybody until today. And then just let you guys know kind of how the food is going. I'm eating everything. Let's do a quick attendance so you guys can see who's in here. Hello, much better. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for the compliment. Hello, God's girl. Thank you so much for all of the support. You all mean the world to me. Proud Street Women, thank you for being present and coming to class. I know we are not a cooking class today, but I still like to teach you all. Let me see if I can fix Instagram. Y'all, I've stopped streaming on Instagram because I'm trying to get my watch hours up. But I am going to do this one on Instagram as well. So if you see me looking down, I just have my phone and my iPad. Hello, Mona, as always, the moderator. And Amethyst, sweetheart, thank you so much for being here. All right, everyone. I'm only going to be on for about 25 minutes because Lead Attorney is going live in his locals group, not a live stream, but he's got, a private community called Local. So if you're not a part of that, please consider it, especially if you're thinking about YouTube streaming. So sit back and relax. I got a little bit of story time for you all tonight, and then we'll talk about the food. One of the reasons why I started my cooking channel, obviously, it didn't even really start as a cooking channel, but, I've struggled with weight my whole life. I've shared that with you all, and I finally found something that works for me. I'm 46, and I always say for the first 40 years, I had the 43 years, I had the standard American diet. Like all of you all, long commutes, I am a former Coke executive and, ripping and running behind the boys and two different schools and in the drive-through and all of that. But the weight problem started to turn into a health problem over 40. And so the changes I've made have worked for me. I used to be pre-diabetic. I used to have elevated blood pressure, and I used to have borderline cholesterol. All of that is normal now with no medication. And I don't really think about it sometimes because, this is just, I hear voices and I'm like, I already gave the boys the talk. Like, don't you come in here with all that ruckus. Y'all know. Hey, Free to Think podcast. Thank you so much for being here. Oh, hello, hello. I missed that. All right, you guys. So a little bit of story time tonight, and then I'll check for questions. So, like I said, I started taking my weight seriously when it started to turn into a health problem. But there was a lot that I struggled with, being, a bigger size. I bought into the lie that I was plus size, that I was big bone, that I was just all of that, like not everybody can be a normal weight. I'm finally, getting there, and I found what works for me. I support whatever works for you. And even if you don't have health challenges or weight challenges, you just like the recipes or you just like our family, our wholesome family channel, you're welcome. You're welcome here. All are welcome. But, I like to share with you all, if you saw the video that I did when I went to Costa Rica over spring break and shared with you all about the zip lining story, this is similar to that. But when you've always had a weight problem, there are just things that you struggle with that you just kind of keep buried inside. And what I was saying is when I started this channel, it was really a way to hold me accountable. I had just kind of crossed over the hump of, getting about 100 pounds off. And like I said, I'm almost at 80 with 20 more to go at least. And I remember when I was at 20 and 80 seemed like forever away. And it's just one meal at a time, one plate at a time. Thank you, Free to Think. This is to meet y'all. Literally, we went to Dollywood today, which was an amusement park. I've been riding roller coasters with the boys. Oh my gosh. So literally, this is just me showering and trying to get camera ready for you all. But thank you so much for the compliment. I appreciate that. Y'all know this is just me. This is me. Fresh face out of the shower, right? But there's a lot that we just kind of struggle with that we never tell anybody. And I'm going to do a video about this one time when I'm ready, maybe when I'm at my goal. We've talked about this a little bit, like the things that I'll tell you one thing. When I used to fly, like at my heaviest, I had to request an extender seat belt because you guys have seen my pictures. I post full length pictures. They're on my Instagram. But you see, my frame, I am, bigger, like in the middle. My legs are slim, so I have that apple shape. And so I have to really work on the waistline. So I carry my weight around the middle. And this last time when I was able to fly, I took a picture of it. I haven't posted yet of all the slack that I had in my seatbelt. It was just amazing, to just shuffle on in and sit down and buckle up and being able to pull the tray table all the way down. Y'all, these are things that when you've been, obese, I'll say it for, pretty much all of your adult life, you just think this is your normal, right? Until you have a new normal. So let me tell you guys what happened today. Forgive me, I do have a beverage, and I know it's not elegant to drink out of the can, but I literally I brought these and I put them inside the hotel fridge. So I brought my own. I know the light is bad, but this is that Clear American, the Walmart sparkling water. So this is a cherry limeade. I should have a straw. It's not elegant to tilt back out of a can, but forgive me. I'm trying to stay hydrated. Y'all, I'm eating everything, and I'll tell you more about that, and more pictures will come. Years ago, if you all are familiar with the amusement park chain Six Flags, we have one in the Atlanta area. And when you grow up, in the area, it's just one of those places that you go to for school field trips or, family vacations or whatever. We've all been there. And I just grew up and always, used to ride the roller coasters, and it was fun, and we'd be screaming and all of that. I don't know how many years ago, maybe it's been a while, 7 to 10 years ago. I remember the company I was working for. Yeah, I think when I had just started at Coke, so it's been a while. They gave us, they would have like employee day at the park, right? Where they would shut down the park and they would let employees go with their families, and we had the park to ourselves. A lot of big companies do that. So it was exciting. I invited a friend with, kids the boys' age, and we were all walking around and having a good time. Well, there was this roller coaster that the boys wanted to ride, and I can't remember the name of it, but it was one that you get in and you go like straight up, and then you kind of, hi Lumiere, thank you for being here. You go straight up, and then it kind of comes straight down on itself like an upside down U, right? Like a hairpin kind of turn. And you know how we all do when you see those crazy roller coasters, and you see the crazy loops, and you hear the people screaming, and somehow we get our hips in line and think that's exactly what I want to do. So we were at Six Flags, and I was there with the boys and a guest and their son. And you know how when you line up for a roller coaster, you have those like the line is kind of partitioned into those sections where you get in, where the door swings open. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So I got kind of towards the back, and so the boys and my guest were in the roller coaster car in front of me. And so we all shuffle in, and they go to bring the safety belt. It's not a belt. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The thing that comes down on the roller coaster to secure you in there. And it's got to come down all the way to your midsection and like click, right? So that you don't fly out of that thing. And I'm embarrassed to say, but I'm being honest with you guys about everything. I didn't fit. And we tried to push it down, but I was too big for the ride. Um, it was embarrassing because they've got, y'all know, at these amusement parks, they've got the kids that are there, and they try, and different people are trying, and you're trying to suck it in. And I just had this moment of sheer, hey, Jess loves Jesus, thank you for being here. I just had this moment of like sheer embarrassment, but I didn't want to hold up the ride. So what I did, I kind of did the walk of shame. You know how you line up to get onto the car, and then obviously everybody's waiting. The people behind me can see, but the people in front of me, which were my boys and my guest and their son, couldn't see what was happening behind me. So when the seat wouldn't secure, I got up and I crossed over to the other side, and I did not ride the roller coaster. And so they were like, all clear, and the roller coaster went forward, and I had to take that walk of shame, down the steps alone. And I walked around to the exit. So, my kids and my guest and their kid went on the roller coaster ride. And, they were screaming and having a good time, and the whole time thought that I was behind them, screaming and having a good time. So when the ride ended and, I met them at the exit, I'm embarrassed. I'm so embarrassed to say this, but it's true. They were like, Mom, why didn't you ride the ride? Happiness with no carbs had happened to you. Oh, thank you for telling me that. I was so embarrassed to say this, but there's a happy ending. They were like, Mom, why didn't you ride the ride? And I have to admit to you guys, I lied. I said, oh, I changed my mind, or something like that, when you're like, oh, how was it? Don't worry about me. I changed my mind. The truth was that I couldn't fit. Hey, Monica. But I didn't want to say that. And I have been, embarrassed. And that was one of the things that I just kind of quietly been holding on to. And I was just like, you know what? I never went back to an amusement park after that. Anytime the company would give us free tickets, I would find a friend or find somebody else. Hey, I got these free Six Flags tickets. Why don't you take the kids? Why don't you go and you have a good time? Thank you, Mona. Y'all are gonna make me cry. It's easy. So that was years ago, and you guys know I've been struggling up, down with the weight. Up, down, up, down. That's a song. I don't know. Y'all know. Okay, anyway, sorry. We're having a moment, class. Um, and I never told anybody. I never told my kids. I never told my guests. I never said anything. So fast forward to today and why I wanted to go live with you guys. Hey Danielle, thank you for being here, sweetheart. So, where I live, oh, thank you, Ava. Y'all make me feel so good. Okay, so today, so where I live in Atlanta, we start school early, like end of July, first week of August. And so we are out early. Memorial Day weekend, kids are out of school. And so because the boys have summer birthdays, because school is out, just because I wanted to, this is kind of like our all-in-one. Happy birthday, you're not getting a party, so don't ask. School is out, hallelujah, we survived. All of that wrapped up into one. So we got in the car and took the road trip, and y'all, I haven't really thought about it until we arrived and we checked in. And today I had got tickets to Dollywood, which is Dolly Parton's amusement park in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. So of course it's got the country western theme, but it's a proper amusement park with roller coasters and all of that. Excuse me. So we arrived today. And the boys, as per usual, I want to go here, I want to go there, I want to go here, I want to go there. And I'm like, okay, whatever. You pick a car, you get a car, you get a car, you get a... So we get in line, and you just kind of get rushed up in the moment and the excitement. And y'all, if you've never struggled with weight, you don't understand, and I don't want to cry. But there's just so many things that you just turn off in your head because like I can't do that, or that doesn't work for me. Like I still have to not go to the plus size department because I can wear regular clothes now. Y'all, it's serious. So we got into the roller coaster. It was an old wooden rickety roller coaster, and the same sad teenagers that need a summer job are there, and they're coming through, and you put your arms up and they buckle you up, and y'all, it clicked with no slack. And then we put the thing down, and it went down and down and down with no issue. And when I tell you, I was screaming louder than all of the little girls on that roller coaster. I was getting boxed in my ears. I thought I was gonna fall out. We were just flying around. I think I rode 7 roller coasters today until I tapped out. There's a picture on my Instagram stories. I don't know if I'm going to keep it up, but Alex was like, Mom, what's wrong with your hair? Y'all, he was like, yeah, Mom, I think this will be good. This one is more your speed. I'm screaming and swinging. Long story short, the story time is that I was able to ride a roller coaster for the first time in, God, it's been 7+ years. And being a boy mom, I have very active boys, y'all know. I have one who's a swimmer, one who's, getting ready to be in a bike club. It's just a lot to keep up with them. And I love it because it keeps me young and it keeps me active. But I just don't want to be that mom that's like, no, y'all go ahead, let me know how it was. And y'all, I'm not going to lie. I work from home and I don't get out much. We're in a hotel because we're on vacation. But amusement parks are oh my God, like a newspaper story for what's going on in our country. And I'm not even in our country, around the world. And y'all know I am not the food police and I love to eat, but I saw so many hover rounds, and I saw so many really obese people. They don't have a weight problem. The weight has them, trapped in that body. So it was just so inspiring for me to be able to, run up all the stairs. We walked well over 10,000 steps today and just keep up with my kids. For me, the health part of it and just being able to live life in this sweaty southern town is just, it means the world to me. Hey, Wally, you go every year, King Hawk. Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Yes, you'll get the catch up later. Okay, so we will talk about food, y'all. I'm eating everything, and it is embarrassing, and it's only on vacation. But I do this. Y'all see how I eat. But I do kind of like to enjoy myself, and so I am. I brought my sparkling water, but when I'm on vacation, I try to fast before and fast after. So I will fast when I get back home. But I think I posted a picture of it. Yesterday, we went to Dolly Parton Stampede. The boys called it the Western Medieval Times. So if you've ever been to medieval times, it's like this open arena, and they have horses, and they do like, tournaments, kind of stuff, like part Olympic, part, I don't know, Viking or whatever. But this is the country Western version of that. And they feed you this incredible feast. It was a lot. There's a little bug in my hotel room. It was a lot of food. I didn't eat it all, but I tasted it all, like a full biscuit and this vegetable soup that might as well have been gravy. I had a proper Coca-Cola. I had an apple turnover. I ate everything. Yeah, I tossed and turned a little bit last night. I was kind of like, man, I don't eat this food anymore. Like literally, I could feel it in my body, just kind of, the itis. Because the way that I eat, it's kind of like I still feel energetic even after I eat. So that was last night. Oh, Trevor, thank you, sweetheart. I know you understand. So what we did at the park today, and I'm going to wrap up, guys. So if you do have questions, post them in at 10 o'clock. Lead Attorney is going to be going live in his locals group, and I definitely want to catch that. So what I did, y'all know amusement parks. I'm at Dollywood. I am in the South. I am in funnel cake heaven, and yes, I had one. It was a small one. Pictures are coming. But I looked online when I got the tickets. They had, of course, all of the add-ons, right? So I did get like parking and all that stuff add-on. And of course, for the boys, I got that refillable soda, which is like a bucket, right? So that they can refill on whatever. And, when we're at a place like this, ball out, do what you want to. Do I have it here? I'll have to take a picture of it. They had this thing called a tasting pass, and it actually worked out really well. It was about $35, but you had to prepay for it. So I just thought I would give this tip. I've never done this before. I would just, give this tip. If you guys go to any type of amusement park that has something like this that you can pre-buy, Sevier County, yeah. This this strip up here, y'all, they got everything. They got everything. It is fun. It's kind of quaint. Yeah, so King Hawk says the tasting pass is worth the money. Okay, so, I don't know where I put it, but it's a lanyard. So you buy the ticket, but you have to buy it in advance. You can't get it like day of or at the park. So if you're doing any amusement parks this summer, or if you come into Dollywood, they have this tasting pass. So for $35, when you arrive, you buy the tickets, you get a barcode in your email. When you show your phone, they exchange it for a lanyard. And on the lanyard is like another barcode or a QR code. So you wear it with you throughout the park. And they have smaller versions of a lot of different food. They give you a little booklet of what you can get and at what stations. And of course they have drinks, and they have sweets, and they have nachos, and they have rice, and they have fish and chips. But it's in a smaller portion. It's actually a pretty filling portion. It's kind of like If you've ever gotten nachos like at the movies or at a football game, those paper boats that are about the size of, like, I don't know, two hands, that's the portion size. Because what has happened to us in the past, like when the kids are like, I'm hungry, and let's say you order one of those pizzas or something like that, they're not going to eat it all. They want to take a few bites and then run on to the next ride. And then you're trying to carry, food through the park or throw away, and you waste it because you paid $40 for one pizza. So I bought 3 of those tasting passes. Oh, I didn't say this. And it gives you 5 scans. So I had the boys sit down with their booklets and mark, what do you want? So Alex got 5, Marcus got 5, and Mom got 5. And so, it could be like a premier beverage. It could be, I got Korean nachos, I got street corn, Alex got fish and chips, Marcus got a Cuban sandwich, just a variety. And I've taken pictures of everything. So I'll put like a post together on my Instagram. I am Maggie, the substitute teacher, on Instagram and on Facebook. But that actually worked out really well because when one person was hungry, they could go scan their lanyard and get their snack. And we finished up. I did get a funnel cake, but it was like a mini funnel cake. It was about like this size, just, enough for a taste. So that's been my trip so far. It's going well. It's just me and 2 teenage boys. So we're having a good time. I've done this for years. I've taken the boys to Hershey, to Legoland, to, wherever, just to, have these memories. They're growing up and I know, but 1980 portion sizes, Ava says, yeah, the proper sizes, y'all. One moment. Excuse me. But you're right, especially at places like this, like amusement parks or movie theaters or whatever, they just pile on so much food. And then we've paid a lot of we've paid a lot of money for it, so we feel like we got to eat it. We don't want to waste. But yeah, the tasting pass is what I got. So lots of pictures in my phone, more to come. Thank you, EB. I'll just scroll back and see if I missed anything. If anybody came in late, I was just having a little bit of a story time with y'all from the hotel. I thought the boys would be with me, but even after going on all of the roller coasters today, they're like, Mom, we're going to the pool. So they came and changed into their suits, and Marcus and Alex are at the pool. So I'm by myself, and it's wonderful. But I'm just going to scroll back and see if y'all had any questions, and I'm going to hop off. Oh, look at this one. The Beautiful Lie says, Mama Maggie's too big for morning shows now. Keep rocking. Thank you. No, not at all. This morning, I've been ripping and running with the kids. Honestly, I didn't think I was going to go live at all. But whenever I have these little celebrations, these little wins, I want to share them with you guys. So if anybody came on late, I had to walk away from a roller coaster years ago when I was really heavy, and I just kind of kept that quiet to myself. I did tell the boys the truth. When we got off the roller coaster today, I said, do you all remember years ago at Six Flags when I got off that roller coaster and I never, rode, and I just told you I didn't want to? And they were like, yeah. And I told them the truth today, and they just kind of smiled. Both of the boys are proud of me. So 7 roller coasters later, I stopped at the water ride. It didn't look like it, but that's what happened. Yeah, you want to eat everything. It's just too much, y'all. I mean, you can eat whatever you want. Y'all will see. I will post the carnival food that I had today. I had a lot. It was really good, and just enough. Yeah, because you don't want to eat too heavy. You're out here in the elements and the heat. You're walking. Oh my God. I had a few sips of the boys' soda. Y'all know I don't drink that anymore. And I literally was like dizzy. It's real, y'all. So whatever changes you can make if you want to. If not, please do what works for you. Yeah, King Hawk, you're right. You will. You'll just push yourself and feel like, I paid all this money. Yeah. Yeah. So you're familiar with the tasting pass. Oh, Trevor. I hope everybody's doing well. Happy Memorial Day. I hope you all are doing well. Hope everybody had fun with their family. Thank you again. If you or anybody that you love are in the service, you know, my ex-husband's family is Air Force. That's why Alex goes to military school. Um, but we appreciate it, especially if anybody's made the ultimate sacrifice, you know, on days like today when we're ripping and running through amusement parks, you know, always want to be mindful and thankful. Oh, who's thinking about here when you're screaming your guts out? Yeah, y'all, I know. I mean, look, I did my best. Oh, thank you. Stay woke. I'm trying. I'm trying, y'all. I always try to be camera ready for you, but I did. I came back in from outside, took a shower, and just pulled it back. So this is my fresh face out of the shower. So, but I just wanted to share what happened. So yes, thank you all. I think I'm gonna go ahead and let you go. Veggie, you're never late to my class. This one's gonna be short. Um, I appreciate it. I'm trying some clips, you guys. Now that you see, I'm paying somebody in Pakistan to do it. Y'all know I just make the snacks. But I'm working on getting some smaller clips of the videos kind of posted so you all always have something. But I will definitely be back in the kitchen and I will be fasting, but we're going to be fine. Thank you all, and thank you all for saying that this happened to you, because I was really embarrassed about it, but I don't have that issue anymore. Oh, the fishing is good here. I wouldn't know. But the roller coasters, I know, yeah, it is. Y'all, they said, I was talking to Kirk Anderson. He was like, it might be some 13-year-old living at home, but you tell them what they need, and $5, $10 later, you have these clips. You know, I can't do that. Not me and my apron. But we love everybody. Y'all know, I mean that all in love. I actually work in IT, so I have a lot of friends from India and Pakistan, and they're brilliant. So I'm going to let you all go. I didn't see any questions. Instagram, just so you know, I'm going to be exclusively streaming on YouTube, especially my cooking. Y'all, we're over 3,000 watch hours. I did look today, it's like 31 something. The goal is 4,000 watch hours now that we're over 1,000 subscribers. This whole YouTube thing, but we're on our way to being monetized. Hey, crypto. Thank you all to the channel sponsors. Hopefully I've updated this. If not, y'all, I'm working on it. I'm gonna get there. If you want to support the channel, you're always welcome to, but just being here makes my day. Thank you all. We are going to get there, and I'll be cooking soon. So you all, it's late. I'm going to hop on over. If you are part of Lead Attorney, if you follow Lead Attorney, he's going live on Locals tonight. Highly recommend it. It's his private community where we can ask him questions one-on-one about our YouTube channels. So I'm going to hop on over there, and I will be back wherever and whenever I can find time. But thank you all for supporting me. Thank you. Stay woke. I appreciate it. All right, you guys. So good night, Instagram. Find me on YouTube, Maggie the Substitute Teacher. It's free to like, free to share, and free to subscribe. So watch me over there until I get my channel to grow. All right, you guys. Yes, hit the button on your way out. Okay, Instagram, good night. Thank you. And YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. Good night, everybody.